Okay. Peace and power, peace and power. Peace and power to the people that struggle. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows all things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people that struggle. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, dialogue. This is a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, of love, hell, and right. This is a space of peace. This is a space of elevation and intelligence. This is your space, a space of integrity. Okay? A space of queen comrades and king comrades, warlords, warriors. This is a space where we are working on a true path towards certain liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat throughout and for the duration of class. Please keep all funding information, hashtags, apps, yes, links, green screens, huh? Yeah, apps with cash, pals that pay, grams with money, unions that are Western. Send a kite, damn it. Red cup, god damn it. Christmas bell, jingles, jangles, tips, all that. Fund the war effort. It's a war going on outside. We are at war. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you make the news. Can't stress that enough. Don't wait until you make the news. Book an assessment. Learn what you need to learn about yourself. Okay? So you can pick up some strategies to de-escalate yourself. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Stop cutting up in front of everybody. Stop acting up. Her pops might call goons on you. Stop acting up. His mama might call her sisters on you, lady. Please get it together. Stop cutting up in front of the kids. If you or anybody you know is in need of intimate relationship abuse counseling or consultation, please book an assessment. Man, listen. Please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you. What? Yeah. Huh? Come on, characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. What did he say? Where my knobs at? God damn it. Huh? Events, people, conversations, places. Okay? That should keep you on high alert. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. What to do? Happy Memorial Day to the troops, to those who may have had family members that served and served for reasons other than being patriotic. We do know that. We do know that there are plenty service members that were not patriotic, but fell, right? Lost their lives, were maimed, harmed. So for them, we make sure we celebrate, or they celebrate, at least acknowledge them. Have the common decency to acknowledge soldiers. Okay, this ain't about allegiance, it ain't about a flag. This is about acknowledging soldiers. And whether there's soldiers in the armed forces, whether there's soldiers in the street, man, we acknowledge them. So, yeah. And I still got my comrades that's still serving, been in it since since I went in, since 88. So we acknowledge them. Peace to all of my fellow combat medics, especially the ones who served with me in Germany. Headquarters, 3rd Infantry Division. War Eagles. What up, War Eagles? Yes. Salute to the War Eagles. Okay, combat medics. You dig? Now, also we send condolences to the Randall family. It is what it is. Politicians do what they do. We can't, change the outcome of some of their actions. But yeah, Harlem. We send our condolences to the Randall family. Okay? Tonight is going to be a lengthy class. Buckle in. I'm telling y'all right now, buckle in. Bring the kids. Bring the kids. Bring your mans in them. Yeah, bring your mans in them, because it's going to get deep like that. It's going to get deep like that. And there's no disclaimer. If you feel the ways about what I say, feel the ways. But it's a lot of straightening out that need to get taken care of, especially in NYC. We'll get on that later, okay? Right now, we got some tagging to do. Charlotte, North Carolina. Tag Charlotte, Charm City, tag them. Yeah, and tag Tijuana Brown. Tell her bring her ass to class, her and her daughters. Yeah, bring them to class. I told y'all. Non-profits. I told y'all, people playing politics. I told y'all. People thought that was the new hustle. Yeah, their ass is finding out. So tag Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, tell them to bring their ass to class. The country of Namibia. Come to class. Don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying, but y'all need to come to class because we got a British Ofay out there taking grippers. Yeah, we need to straighten that out. Tell them to come to class. Yes, sir. The family of, what's this lady name? Tiffany Sifuni. We send our condolences to her and her family, but tag them, tell them to come to class. Matter of fact, we're going to take care of them first. Randall's Island, y'all come to class. Yeah, we got another insane in the membrane dude. Tag him, come to class. Somebody tag old Eric. Yeah, he made it to class again. Tag Eric Adams. Yeah. Tell him to come to class. Tell Maino to come to class. Tell Grav to come to class. Tell Bobby Smurder to come to class. Tell them all to come to class. How dare y'all parade down the streets with an agent? And y'all wonder why certain cities, certain states call y'all pussy. Wilding for the night. Tag all of them and anybody in the gang and anybody who got a family member in the gang. Tag them. Because, hey, either they going to listen to class or not, it's on them. But they going to need this much needed information. So while y'all doing all the tagging, tag yourselves. Let's see who's in class. Yeah, let's see who in class. Attendance taking time. Tierra the youngin' first in class. T Green. Tierra the young in South Jersey's in the space. What's going on? Philip Boone is in the space. S. Beckles, London. Woo, 1, 2, and 3. First three in class. The UK is in the building. S. Beckles from across the pond, across the water. Yeah. It's in the wee hours of the morning over there, y'all. S. Beckles in class. What up, Magic? Little Brick, what up? We see you. Charles, what up? D. Haven Irby, what's going on? The Lieutenant Colonel of Niger House Marcy Projects in the building. Yeah, y'all know what's going down. Yeah, they coming. They going to be in class. They know where I'm going at with it. Dust Fro, what's going on? Philly, Threats, Chris, what up? Philly in the building. Merklow in the building. Neef Buck. NFNT, what's going on? Sean Jenkins, Craig William, 55. 55, Craig. Yeah. Zone 864. Carly, what up? Yeah. We see you, Pushhead. Uptown Dre, we see you, Hate Ghoster. What up? Yeah, GB, what's going on? We see you, George Johnson. Jeff Sparks, we see you, Construction Site Media TV. What up? Yeah. King Hazy Hayes, what up, Hayes? We see you. Yeah, I can be. Peace. What's going on? Mike Nice, what up? Big Colorado, what's going on? Bernie, what up, Bernie? We see you. Jing, Helene, Kimmy, Canada's in the building. The Great North Country in the building. First responders, the lifesavers on deck. What up, Jing? Marshy, makeup artist extraordinaire, working hard this Memorial Day weekend. Ooh, Marshy's in the building. Yeah, we see her. Neville, 55. Neville got 55. Mark him down. Yeah. Mark, Daryl, what up, Daryl? Ed, 1050, what up? Yeah, we see you. Uh-oh. Johnny Boyd is up in the spotty spot. What's going on? Kent Williams, C. Blaze, my sniper. Yeah. Breed Love, what up? We see you. Huh? What? Enlighten Josh? I don't know. We see you. Mark Hines, what up? Yeah, Terrell, what up? Moo, what up, Boo? We see you. Oh, yeah, lovely lady, what up? Curly J, 55. Yeah, hold that. Yeah. Hot Car, what up? We see you. All right. Hey, Wood, what up? It's going down. Y'all ready for class? It's going down. Get your pens and pencils out. Damn it, open up your minds. Time for some learning. Again, feel the ways if you want. But if the shoe don't fit, don't try to stick your big ass feet in it. Don't take it personal, damn it. We going in. Okay? Now listen. We talk a whole lot about everything. And everything is a teachable moment. You could go back class after class after class, replay after replay. And I'm hoping that when it catches you in the worst spot possible so that you can get up. You have to get up. Do not sit in your own head. Reach out for assistance. Because when you're in your own head, you only going to come up with your own ideas. Sometime when you're highly stressed, when you're over emotional, when you're not at peace, when it's chaotic, you're not functioning right. You understand your balance is off. So you need somebody to let you know that it's going to be all right. Take a minute to breathe, to gather your shit. So the majority of the time, man, I'm telling you, I know some may be sitting at the foot of their bed, banging their head up against the wall. And it's like, nah, listen to class, man. Just come to class. Replay a class. Listen to shit over and over again. It's going to hit you and energize you. And you're going to know, nah, somebody got me, man. Somebody's looking out for me. Somebody want me to be all right. Yeah, I want you to be all right. So get out your own head. Okay? You got plenty of room. Nobody in here is locked up. Nobody in this class is locked up. They ain't got the Wi-Fi. So that means y'all outside. There's a possibility for you to get up. Every second, every minute that passes is an opportunity for your life to shift. Get out of your funk. You understand? Don't get caught up in no bullshit when you got class here. All right? So first and foremost, the first aim for this evening deals with anger management. And I'm telling you, it happened in Brooklyn, but it can happen anywhere. Okay? It should happen not too far from D-Haven. Okay? Real close. So you have to pay attention, especially if you're in NYC. Okay? Because I know all of us are running around. You dig what I'm saying? With easy triggers. Easy. Easy. Because nothing is how we remember it. I keep telling y'all that. You cannot have rotary phone era thinking in this smartphone age. It doesn't work. You're going to get frustrated because shit is out of order. All right? So this story here, and man, I'm telling you, it touched me because y'all know I'm in my car consistently. Damn near all day looking for a client. Going to see a client. In the community. At a school. Consistently. Taking family from here to there. Consistent. Work, work, work. So when I saw the story, I said, man, this person really, really, really needed anger management. Really. And I don't know if the family ever addressed it because these people are in all of our families and we don't say shit. We've been not only conditioned, but we've been socialized to be shh when we know people have issues. And it's not good. It's not good. I'm telling you, get the help for somebody. If you believe you are right, then okay, so be it. But I'm telling you, most are not. So now, in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, we had a hit and run driver struck and unalived a 32-year-old woman in Brooklyn. Saturday night. It happened in Bed-Stuy just before midnight at the intersection of Van Buren Street and Marcus Garvey Boulevard. Authorities say a female driver slammed into the victim as she stood in the roadway after a traffic incident. Okay? Sounds crazy already, right? Yeah, but Wait till you see the video, okay? James, and if I'm mispronouncing it, pardon me, all right? James Sifuni, all right? Sifuni, or Sifuni, got the call early Sunday morning that his wife, Tiffany, was unalived. Something nobody wants to hear. And I'm telling you, I work as hard as I do. And if everybody doesn't know, the majority of those that have access to me know I'm rarely in the bed, rarely sleep. I'm up working consistently. People are banging my line all types of time of the night. Some without bread, some able to pay, some not. Banging, y'all, I need help. Rarely am I asleep. So at 1 in the morning or early you don't want that call. You don't. I've worked in the hospital in the ER, anti-gun violence, a hospital responder, overnight hours. You understand what I'm saying? Overnight hours. And when somebody getting banged out, their family comes through distraught. Yo, that 2 years that I was in the ER doing that work, I learned so much, man, about human nature and grief. Unexpected that you build a space of empathy for a lot of people, and for others, you don't. Because you see and learn so much. Let's continue. Tiffany was heading home from the Beyonce concert, and the last few weeks had been filled with so much joy. The couple was expecting their first child. Tiffany was in her first trimester. I want y'all to think about it. I want you to make sure that you're getting this picture in your head, okay? Because this is where a lot of us are, right? Remember, a few weeks ago we spoke about who, and we ain't seen that story since. Gilbert Arenas' son, who everybody, especially if you are a person who watches basketball consistently, know who his son was. Well, excuse me, is. We all waiting for the draft. We all want to see if he's going in straight to the league, or is he going to be with his consistent path of education and go to college. And look what happened. Car accident. You understand? It happens just like that. Quickly. So now here's this man. Married. Wife. In her first trimester. Going to see Beyonce. Saw Beyonce. Okay, let's continue. They had just hit us with that news 2 weeks ago, and she was so proud of the fact that she surprised me and buckled my knees with the news, said Tiffany's father-in-law, Nick. This is everything. Father of this child. The father-in-law. So everybody in this family are looking at things one way. Tiffany was driving a dark SUV behind the suspect's car, maroon Chevy. Police say the pair had been involved in a fender bender. Tiffany then stopped, exited her vehicle, and approached the suspect's car. Now here is the anger management piece. Here is just basics in New York City. And again, how I keep telling you, everybody's in a space where they feel privileged. where they exist in a world all of their own, and it is not factual. Again, we never victim shame, but we deal with actual facts. Fender bender, you get out of the car. Witnesses say Tiffany was standing right next to the suspect's car. They said the suspect took off as Tiffany was dragged behind the vehicle, going the wrong way up the boulevard. Police say that the driver kept going into oncoming traffic on Lafayette and then hit several parked cars and took off on foot. Tiffany was a rock star of our family, and we're interested in getting justice and in this person's getting caught, the father-in-law said. The final exchange between Tiffany and the suspect lasted just 52 seconds. She was the most loving, caring, patient, animal lover, and beautiful person, said her mother-in-law, Barbara. For the past year or so, Tiffany and her husband have lived in their new home on Long Island. The family is now gathering there, waiting for news of an arrest. Now, sounds, very, very, very sad and unfortunate. However, there was many mistakes. For me, coming from a therapeutic point, the first mistake is here. The thoughts. And I see it every day. Every day. Where people are triggered. And because they get triggered and without the proper know-how of bringing themselves down, they're into their own perceptions of life and reality. Fender bender. Now, in the video, it's very different from the article. Okay? One, if you are an fender bender in New York City, you be easy. I wouldn't care who you think you are. I don't care if you a hard rock, super gangster thug from the 80s. I don't care if you one of these newfangled, what you call them, YNs or whatever. I don't care if you law enforcement. You dig what I'm saying? I don't care if you a Habibi driving an Uber. Stay your ass in the car. Stay your ass in the car until situations simmer down. It could be a minute. It could be 3 minutes. But you need to just parlay for a second till you check the temperature. Okay? Corby, the chef. What up, Corby? Much appreciation for funding the war effort. Understand me. There is no reason for you to jump out. Okay? You may be a little upset. You may be traumatized and angered. But don't you jump your ass up out no car. Especially if you don't know what's going on in that other car. You don't know. You don't know. I look into almost every car that I pass or pass me or going around in the windows, in my rear views and all that. I see some weird looking people. Asian men I ain't never seen before looking like Godzilla. Arab dudes don't know where the hell they going. Driving. Uber drivers with 2 hands on the wheel. Or no judgments. But we don't know what's going on up here. So now, in what they showed on several different news channels, the video, when she finally stopped, she jumps out of the car and goes up to the other car, highly aggressive, banging on the car, telling them, get out, get out, get out. You hit my car, get out, get out, get out. Wasn't sweet. Wasn't as they describing her. Maybe that's just something that she handled herself with within the family structure. But nah, that wasn't who she was. She was triggered, she was enraged, she was banging on a vehicle. Again, not knowing who's in the other vehicle. Not knowing the situation of those in that other vehicle. Not knowing if there's some undocumented migrant. Not knowing if there's some young cats from Jersey in a stolen whip. Not knowing anything. Not knowing if they're high. Not knowing if they're drunk. Not even knowing if they're a kidnapper. But she jumped out. Don't know what message she got from the Beyonce concert. If Beyonce is not saying girl empowerment and love and peace, and I don't know what type of time she was on. But again, she was highly triggered and didn't de-escalate herself and nobody around her. You wasn't thinking. You wasn't thinking. Now, I tell y'all all the time about the bag, about certain image, about privilege, about positioning, and believing that everything is about you. When we're in a world, when we're in a city with 8 million people, so they say, we don't know how many done snuck in over the past few. But that vehicle is nothing but a tool. When you think that shit is about something, that is, it's a status symbol, when it's an urgent need for you to get out, and how dare you hit me, and this is the end result. You lose your life over a fender bender? Over a vehicle. You lose your life and the life of a child for some stupid individual, from some off individual? An individual nobody knows who that individual is or could be. I just want y'all to hear me when I tell you all, and I tell you all the time, there's no monetary value that anybody could put on any of you, any of y'all out there. There's no monetary value that can equal who you are. When we lose any of you, that's a terrible loss. Terrible, terrible loss. It's irreplaceable. So to do it for a car, for a cell phone, for any material item, or to lose it, okay, over what? A look? Hear me out, man. Hear me out. Anger management is not about making you a punk. Anger management is not about to have you sit in a space of cowering. Anger management is about you using your brain to bring you back down to a space where your brain can function, where you're not impulsive, where you can watch and see everything that's going on around you so you can make it home with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. At what point did she think at all? Now, I don't know her at all. I don't personally know her. But I know the conditions that I'm from. I know the conditions and the traumas that I've lived through in East New York, that I lived through on Rikers Island, that I lived through in the state correctional facilities years after years after years. I know what I've been through. I know what many of you been through. client or not. You understand? I know what it is. Okay? I'm almost certain. I could bet money she didn't come through that. She didn't come from that. I seen a picture of her and her husband. I hear how they speak of her in their little set. Don't know if she's straight Ofay, don't know if they're Italians, don't know if they Latin descent. I know they don't come from that. But I come from. Nehemiah Washington, much appreciation for funding the war effort. I know that they don't come from that. I know that. She coming from a Beyonce concert. She ain't coming from, what's them youngins named 41 and them, and Jen and them. She ain't coming from no drill shit. She coming from Beyonce concert. Beyonce ain't talking no thug nothing. So at what point do you feel that you have to get out and you're going to impose yourself over a fender bender on a stranger? That stranger, that person showed you that they did not care nothing about you, nothing about themselves, nothing about the life of others because they hit you and kept it going. That's the first sign. So they may have been drunk or high on something. So by you coming and banging on the car, you could have looked, man, maybe that high and drunk person just saw sinners, the way I seen it the other night. And you might have looked like something crazy to them and they just took off. You don't know what state of mind people are in. Did you see the fool? If y'all not in New York City, y'all didn't see it. You see the fool that a couple of years ago unalive the EMS worker. This lady was working, saving lives. EMS worker, 20 some odd years. He unalived her on the street for nothing. Bugged. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anger management. Calm your ass down so you can think. I already told you when you are triggered, it's psychobiological. You're thinking, your body is feeling, your adrenaline is up because you're triggered and you're angry. But what's the first thing that leaves your brain? The first thing that leaves your brain is all of the cells, all of the chemicals, all of the science that has to deal with rational decision making. That shit is gone. Okay? That's gone. You have to bring it back. You only bring it back with proper strategies. Okay? Do you understand? So you tell me what type of mental space an expectant mother, expectant mother was in, that you getting out of your car that late at night to beef with somebody. Needed anger management badly, because that's how quick it happens. Just that quick. Just that quick. So I want y'all to understand that. When y'all get into anything, I mean it, man, you're not tough. Get that shit out your head. You're not tough. And even if you are, how are you handling that situation like that? Nah. Y'all don't get out of no car and run up on nobody else's car. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. You understand? That's why you got technology. And somebody hit you and they ran and you can catch up and you caught up to them. Fuck you, well, you got a phone for with a camera and a recorder. Record the plate Streets and everywhere you at, pull over to the side, make your little note, jot it down. That's it. Do what you do. You allow the people who's supposed to do that to go find that person. If they don't find it, oh well. That's what you got insurance for. Simple as that. But y'all need to calm y'all asses down. Calm it down. Okay? Know when. Know when to use your most necessary act. The act of violence. Know when to utilize that. It definitely ain't for that shit. Okay? So again, we send our deepest condolences to the family. Because that's all we can do. And use it as a teachable moment. Okay? Use it as a teachable, because I see it all the time. I see people that I know, not this era. Listen, if y'all out here, she 32. So you was born before 9/11. Listen, anybody after 9/11, y'all not built like that. The city is not the way it was. You're not built for it. Y'all not tough. Y'all don't have those confrontations that we had on a regular basis, and we ain't no tougher than y'all. And we wasn't coming up in the 50s and the 60s and all that. You understand? Each generation gets a little bit softer and softer and softer. Cut the bullshit out. It's unnecessary. It's truly unnecessary. Y'all not built like that. Okay? And if you need anger management, you know that you need it. If you suspect it, book you an assessment. And if y'all ain't been getting your sessions, get your sessions in. I'm telling you. It's just like working out. You got to keep that sharp because you get triggered like that. I'm telling you. Okay? Okay. That was that. That's that. Okay, yeah, we going in tonight. Yeah. Buckle up, damn it. Get the kiddies. If you in the bar, put the shit on in the bar. If you up in the Bronx in that late night damn barber shop, get it right. Get it right. Let's go. Now, this touched me a little differently because of the daughter in this next aim here. Okay? Because of the daughter. And I want to make sure that you understand the age. Because I always tell y'all that. And man, I always got to give myself a little pat because I keep telling y'all, especially y'all older dudes, leave them young girls alone, man. Leave them alone. They're not ready. Mentally, none of that. But I know y'all like to prey on them with y'all little nasty asses because you think it's easy. It's light work. And y'all be doing damage up here. Leave them little broads alone. Go get you a well-seasoned broad that can think with your dumb ass. A man is now charged with attempted unaliving following a recent attack on a Queen's mother on Randall's Island. Police say 30-year-old Miguel Gerard was initially taken into custody for questioning and has since been charged with the brutal beating of a 44-year-old Diana Agudelo. Police say Gerard, who lives at a nearby Randall's Island shelter, was previously convicted of scrape in the Bronx and sentenced to 13 years in prison in 2013. Sources say he was on parole at the time of last week's attack and was wearing an ankle monitor. Okay? Gerard was living at the men's shelter on Randall Island and was wearing an ankle monitor at the time of his arrest. This man, it is alleged, came upon this woman as she was riding her bike home from work, as she usually does. Say the last time anybody have heard from her, text from her, anything was 11:30 that night, and she wasn't found until about 5 a.m., 5:15. Beaten badly. All right? Belongings thrown or strewn around, and in the area where she was found and where the alleged attack happened, no cameras, no footage. Of course, she was in a situation where she had people who care about her. She lived with her daughter. Her daughter didn't hear from her immediately. They got nervous. And I believe the co-workers, somebody brought the phone in. And when you see the daughter speaking, daughter's 21, and she has been traumatized. But this is what I want these older dudes to focus on. The woman is 44, younger than me, right? The daughter's 21. The daughter is a college student, 21, and so distraught that she says she doesn't know what to do. She hopes that her mother wakes up because this man beat her into a coma. But she hit me hard by her saying 21 and she don't know what to do. She said, I'm 21 years old, but I'm still a kid. I don't know how to function without my mother. She's my everything. And this is 21. Now, when I was saying consistently that I don't care what type of situation you see these people in, on television and entertainment and sports, I told y'all about Angel Reese. Dudes argue me that, oh, she grown. She's not grown. I told y'all that about the other little girls, Simone Biles and Gabby, and and y'all looking at these people, man. And y'all sexualizing them, and these is kids. You understand? These are kids. I keep telling y'all that. She's 21 and in college, and I know a lot of y'all nasty ass dudes, especially in the streets, But she's out of it. She's out of it. I don't know how I'm gonna function because I'm still a kid. That struck me. I was like, you see that? 21. She could have a driver's license. She could have kids. She could be in a service. She could vote. She could drink. But at 21, she's so attached to how her family moves, the family structure. Her and her mother, I think the sisters overseas, they're trying to bring her over, in case it goes left. And she's 21. I'm still a kid. And I was just saying it last week. I'm telling you. And y'all look at these women Rather, y'all look at these young girls as full-grown women, and they don't function or operate. They haven't had the life experience. They don't know how to move. They don't have the maturity. So now she's stuck by herself, wanting her mother to pull through. From this crab, again, I don't know what degree felony he was for that scrape. To give him 13 years, I don't know. But for him, like I keep telling y'all, they put these individuals back onto the street. These individuals with scrapes, these individuals that done hurt kids. You know what I'm saying? All this wild shit, but you rob something, and they gonna try to finish you. Told you I still got homies up top. 40 years for robbery, trying to eat. But these dudes could scrape women, scrape kids, do it, be in and out, 2, 3. It's mind-boggling. Okay? Mind-boggling. So now she has to figure out how she's gonna function on her own. How she's going to now, her whole life is ruined. How could she cried. She's like, I didn't look like my mother. That's wow. And again, people are people of pattern and habits. Riding bikes, jogging, headphones on, not aware, eyes not up. A lot of that. I see a lot of that too in the city consistently. People walking out into the street in front of me. You're walking out in the street. I'm doing 25, 28 miles an hour. No looking, just step off onto the curb. Again, people not aware of their space and believe that because they think a certain way, that when you step out into this jungle, that everybody's on that type of time you on. No. Doesn't work like that. It doesn't. So women, I'm going to tell y'all again. Make sure y'all got y'all head up and y'all looking. All that not looking somebody in the face, all that. No. Let people know, y'all see you. And be gripped up. Whatever you got to be gripped up with. A box cutter, taser, spray, something. Don't play no games out here. And keep it moving. Do what you do and be out of there. You know, standing around or arguing, nothing. Because as society shifts, other things become more important than protecting and serving. Because you are not vital. You're not a corporation. You're not property. So they're not protecting you. Police have to protect property in a capitalist society. They protect property and those who own property. They don't care about you like that. So you have to care about yourself enough to be a soldier out here. So be on point, ladies. It's weird in the street. We already said, dude is on the subway. I don't even know if they caught him yet. He grabbing man grippers. The other dude scraped a man on a train. So if they doing this to men, women, y'all got to be on point, okay? You're not trying to be victims out here with that. And again, all right? 21 is still young. All right? And I haven't had any updates. We don't know if she came up out of the coma or not. All right? And speaking of grippers being touched, grippers being taken, you know, we got to go to the motherland. Okay? We got to go to the motherland. Because I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. We got somebody in Namibia taking grippers? Like, I thought that was punishable by the ultimate price over there. But he's an Ofay, so he's going to try to get over. You understand? Yeah, man. And this had me burnt. Angry. Because he made it his business to seek out these people. Nasty ass Ofay. A British tourist has been arrested in Namibia over an alleged series of essays on San tribal children at a cultural living museum in the remote northeast of the country. Now that had me tight, period. They're calling where this tribe lives a living museum. The same way they designate the habitat natural parks and I'm like, hold on. What are y'all doing in conservatories and this is the land of people, man. Where these people at is a living museum? Like a living museum. That's wild. Does that mean they are charging people to come and observe these people and watch these people like this is some damn zoo? A living museum. I read that shit. I was like, hold up. What? Douglas Robert Brooks, 65, was detained on Sunday at this Zhu Huanxi Living Museum after allegedly offering sweets to local children in exchange for naked photos and inappropriate touching. Sweets. He now faces 38 charges, including a scrape, indecent assault, human rush hour, and child exploitation under Namibia's Child Care and Protection Act of 2015 and international protocols. So y'all just now, in 2015, decided to, man, this should be unbelievable. Sweets. He offering sweets. He a real nasty bastard. Brooks entered Namibia on May 15th and drove 6 hours from the capital to the camp, which is part of a network of 7 living museums set up by the Living Culture Foundation Namibia, a German Namibian organization. So this is an organization that's headed by Germans and Namibians. So you have 7 of these museums set up. Like, why are y'all even over there? We know why. And y'all been over there a long time, since 1890s when y'all decided to carve up the continent. So Germans is over there. Right? Okay. The museums are designed to preserve San traditions, and culture by allowing visitors to observe and take part in daily activities such as bow and arrow hunting, fire dances, and traditional craft making. So as these people are working, are living, are in their space, just being, y'all observing them like this is some zoo. You understand how depraved that is? That's like somebody coming to your projects. They get the Airbnb and they're at your project just sitting and watching. Watching activities on the project bench, watching the kids go back and forth to the bodega. They just watching. Oh my goodness, what are those? Oh my God, those are Negroes. Shh, shh, don't make too much noise. You're just watching them from afar. This is the shit that they got going on the continent. However, they'll come from the continent and allow these Ofays to tell them, oh, you don't want to mess with them. Those is African Americans. Those are, we call them niggas over here. Yeah, you don't mess with them. You understand? But yet they doing this type of shit over there. While some adult women remain topless in keeping with cultural norms, management said teenage girls are always fully clothed in leather antelope skin dresses. Tourists are explicitly warned not to give sweets to children due to the lack of dental care and instead encouraged to donate to local groups who distribute gifts fairly. The Namibian Ministry of Environment and Tourism has condemned his alleged actions, stating that they were deeply disrespectful to the people of the San. Brooks also faces charges of crimen injuria, which means a deliberate attack on a person's dignity through the use of vulgar or racially offensive words and gestures. So he's just wowing. He over there on the puffster shit. So now you coming out your face, you're living out your Ofay fantasy. Your depraved shit. This is what this do. Let's continue. The petitioner, the pensioner, allegedly persuaded 33 minors to strip and allow him to touch their genitals with the promise of sweets he had brought to the camp. He appeared at the magistrate court on Monday afternoon where prosecutors laid out the charges. No plea was taken. Namibia police inspector said Brooks is accused of groping the breasts and backsides of 16 teenage girls, 14 teenage boys, and 3 younger children. Police say the alarm was raised by concerned parents, leading to his arrest just a day after arriving at the remote museum for his 3rd annual visit. Right? This is where we at. The San, or Bushmen, as they were known in colonial times, and a description some find outdated, are the oldest surviving civilizations in southern Africa. Their small stature and semi-nomadic lifestyle saw them persecuted and hunted and forced into poverty when their traditional hunting grounds were taken. And then y'all put them in these spots called living museums. Oh yeah, it definitely needs to be deleted. Definitely. But do you see what I'm talking about? So how do we sit in the space of Pan-Africanism? No, seriously. We've been here, conditioned, raised, our behaviors, our thoughts are in a certain space. So when Jermaine talked that we need to get on a boat, we need to get on a plane, all of us need to go back. This is what we dealing with. We gonna go because there's Ofay's over there, been over there doing all this type of shit, and they not deleting them on the spot. See the difficulty in just having a blanket statement of Pan-African. What the hell's going on? For real. But see, this is the shit that nobody highlight. Nobody talking about this. This comes through and to keep it moving. Nobody bring it to your attention and say, yo, hold on. What's good? Y'all got that going on over there? Y'all got scamming going on over there? Y'all got Nollywood where y'all making all these Beyonce flicks. Y'all ever seen that? Those DVDs and movies with the chick Beyonce? And all of the materialism and all of the weirdness, drama shit that we got going on over here. They got that in Hollywood. They make movies and stuff about it. Y'all never seen Beyonce? Y'all never seen that? I'm the only one that watched those little African Nollywood movies. Yeah, all right. Yeah, because we ain't got no more DVDs and CDs, right? Yeah. Yeah. But see, this is what is going on. You seen it, right, Bernie? You seen Beyonce? Beyonce wild as hell. Yeah. Right? Okay? This is, but Trump don't talk about this. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't say he don't know about this though, right? That's been going on since before he was born. Y'all still playing Grippergate games in Africa. That's what is going on. But when the South African president come to the White House, he do this stupid shit. Donald Trump confronted President of South Africa during a tense exchange in the White House on Wednesday with a series of contested claims about the unalivings of white farmers in South Africa. And he was all off base, data off, had the nerve to send videos and have articles from Daily Mail. Okay? Damn, somebody got clapped. Person struck and clapping. Right? The meeting, at first warm and lighthearted, quickly changed tone as Trump asked his staff to play a video, mostly showing South African opposition politician Julius Malema chanting a song calling for violence against white farmers. The video also included footage showing rows of crosses, which he claimed was a burial site for unalived white farmers, and presented the president with copies of articles which he said documented widespread brutality against South Africa's white minority. This is what he did. He didn't do that though to Netanyahu when he came to the White House. He didn't show him Palestine. He didn't show him everything that the Israelis was doing. Yo, what's up with all this? What's up with the starvation in Gaza? What's up with all these babies getting their head blown off? What's up with this, Netanyahu, Benji? He didn't do that. But he hung a stunt on the South African president. And no one is talking about this British Ofay tickling little kids' genitals and giving them candy. like the real Chester. You understand? Yeah. Yeah, that's what type of time they stay on. And I did go watch the movie since so many of y'all, oh, go watch. Did you watch the movie? Did you watch? Yeah, I went last night to see Sinners. I seen it. Okay? I saw it. But that's been their nature. But people love on them. Y'all love them Ofays. Y'all have seeds with Ofays. Y'all want the Ofay bags. Y'all want the Ofay cars. Y'all want to put your money in the Ofay bank so the bank can give you a loan so you get an Ofay house. Y'all like that. Y'all like capitalism and all that. This is what you want. Instead of pulling away from it and figuring out your own way of doing things. So you allow them to do this stupid shit. Know the people can't eat sweets. He over there with the candy. Playing in people's seat. I don't give a damn about no old face, none. But y'all like rappers that throw them old face in y'all face. Well, I got a deal. Yo, see, I got the bread. Yeah, y'all like that shit. Until it happened. Then it's watch your face when you ace. Playing with them nasty ass people. Them mongrels. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. You know? How do I know y'all like it? Because y'all love it. I've been in political circles on a regular basis. To the point at which I just had to stop. I'm like, yo, I can't be around this shit. I can't. Black faces, white masks. This is what we on now. This is what the hell they on. They want to be Ofay. They comfortable in their oppression. So look at this. Look at this bum broad here. Look at this bum broad here. Who again, get to the bag. Everything is about opulence. Everything is about flair. Everything is about dress. Everything is about, look what I got. Look what I got on. Look at what I can do. But you're a custodian for the Ofay way of life. That's why you're able to do these things. I keep telling y'all it's one bag. The people who have it, they're custodians. In their mind, they're custodians in their heart of a white life. They couldn't do it without it. They can't. When you have to rely on the people, this is what it looked like. This is what it looks like. And if you don't have the stomach for it, it ain't you. Keep it moving. But when you rely on your people and honest work and working with and for your people, this is what it looked like. Because your people don't have shit. They don't want to give shit. So you got to work it from the heart to understand that that's who you are. All the people that's in Hollywood, black Hollywood, politics, skimming, scamming, trying to do this and that, this is where you're going to end up. Like this broad who trying to hum a stunt with a federal indictment, so we're going to see how this shit works. Let's go Charlotte. Hope y'all in the building. Charlotte, North Carolina. A federal grand jury in Charlotte has returned a criminal indictment charging Tijuana Brown, 53, and her daughters, Tajima Brown, 30, and Antoinette Rouse, 33, all of Charlotte, with wire fraud conspiracy and wire fraud in connection with fraudulent applications filed to falsely obtain COVID pandemic relief funds. Announced the U.S. Attorney for the Western District of North Carolina. When them U.S. attorneys on your ass, yeah, watch your face when you ace. Now, we've been hearing these indictments coming for a long time. And every so often, they pop up on somebody who has some type of prestige, some high visibility, some people who you weren't expecting. But they knew that this is the new hustle, the consciousness, those who can speak and play and talk about Black power and changing and progress and getting government funding, 501c3s and all this other weird shit, mission statements. Yo, go get the grant writer and extracting money from these Ofays, and you think they playing. And you think that you don't leave digital fingerprints all over that bread. Okay. Funny games. Got the big body, the Lex Jeep, the Rangers, running around. Okay. Then you middle-aged and your ass in jail. Never fails. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Special agent in charge of the FBI in North Carolina joins U.S. Attorney in making today's announcement. According to allegations in the indictment, between April 2020 and September 2021, the defendants conspired to execute a scheme to defraud the Small Business Administration's Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program and its Paycheck Protection Program and obtain COVID pandemic relief funds for their purported businesses through the submission of loan applications that contain false information or false documentation. This was the setup. And a lot of us was telling y'all, don't touch that money. Don't touch that. Oh, no, the application easy, yo. Just put it in. Yo, they gave my man 80 grand. Yo, they gave my man 40 grand. Just like that. And I told him, I said, yo, don't touch that. You OTEP niggas got it. You free. And people got it. Yeah, they took that bread and was balling out. Now in 2025, watch they face when they ace. Yeah. Watch they face when they ace. It is alleged that the false documentation generally included fake and fraudulent tax forms, among other misrepresentations. It is further alleged that the defendants submitted false statements to obtain forgiveness of the PPP loans. In total, the defendants allegedly submitted at least 15 applications for EIDL or PPP funds and falsely obtained at least $124,165 in connection with their scheme to defraud. Punk money. Chump change. Who got some of that bread, though? That's what I'm wondering. This is the shit I'm talking about. You defraud the government with organizations that you built to help the people. I wonder if they defrauded and any of the people got that bread. I know 9 times out of 10 they didn't. I've been in high staff positions in 501c3s. I know for a fact that people don't get nothing. The community that you serving don't get shit. These people think they balling out with the Ofay bag. Yeah, they are. Yeah. So for that little bit of short money, in your middle age, you getting ready to go to jail. However, that ain't new for her. Yeah, that ain't new for her. We gonna go there. You see her in the thumbnail, see them little poses that she making, like she on a deuce, bikini in the heels, nailing and shit. She taking deuce flicks in 2025 in bikinis. She balling out all on her IG, like an IG model. Here your ass is a sitting elected official. Let's go. The indictment also alleges that the EIDL and PPP funds were deposited into bank accounts controlled by the defendants. Instead of using the pandemic relief fund to pay for qualifying expenses as reported in the loan applications, the defendants allegedly used the proceeds on personal expenses, including allegedly approximately 15 grand on a personal birthday party for Tijuana Brown. God damn it. So the party planner got that bread. Marshy might have got some bread for doing the makeup. Do the makeup, Marshy. Get that bread. Yeah. The defendants were charged with wire fraud, conspiracy, and wire fraud. If convicted, they face a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. 20 years in prison for each offense charged in the indictment. A federal district court judge will determine any sentence imposed after considering the U.S. sentencing guidelines and other statutory factors. They already on here. The charges in the indictment are allegations, and the defendants are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in a court of law. Yeah. In making today's announcement, U.S. Attorney commended the FBI in Charlotte for their work on the investigation. Yeah. This is how they do it. Tab May, oh, what's up, Tab May? Much appreciation for funding the war effort. You understand? 53. Ass is going to jail. You done jammed your daughters in the dumb shit. Tell them, now, this is how you got to get that money. You know, we get this white people money. You know, such and such been doing it for years. I'm an elected official now. Girl, now, get that. They gonna write the grant. You know, go get the office space. I'm gonna show y'all how to do this thing here. Yeah. Right? Her daughter 33, she could do a dub. The other daughter's 30. You could do a dub. Y'all might do a dub and come out when your mama's age is now. Yeah, but your mama at 53, she doing a dub. Don't care how good and fit you looking now. That dub gonna bust your ass. And for what? Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Daughters asked to keep their passports for trips. This is how silly they are. Now, they had a bail hearing. Both to Jima Brown and Antoinette Rouse asked to keep their passports so they could go on trips they had already planned outside of the U.S. You facing a federal indictment. You still thinking about a trip? This is where black folk at. I want y'all to just think about it. The jig is up, but they still want to go on a trip. Your Honor, I know we're facing some charges here, but I booked a trip already. You getting ready to trip your ass in the can. That's where you getting ready to go. Yeah. Yeah, so get your grippers right. A trip? Yeah, we got several trips for you soon as you blow travel or take a plea. Let's see where Rouse planned to go to Europe in July to celebrate being accepted into nursing school. Tajima Brown planned to go to Jamaica and Tampa. Really? So let me get this right. You was already accepted into nursing school as if that is a big thing. Go to nursing school. You don't take my accepted. No, you was going to nursing school. But your ass want to go on a trip. I'm sure it's still some of that PPP money. Right? Nah, you going to jail. Because y'all fly. Because y'all get into the bag. Because y'all in Charlotte running around, hair done off that bread. Nails done. Now check it. Let's see where they picked up this behavior from. Brown, the mama's 53, was elected to the council in 2023. She said Thursday after news of her indictment broke that she does not plan to resign. In the 1990s, she served several years in prison after being convicted of fraud. Now, if convicted again, she could spend decades in prison. The assistant U.S. attorney said Friday that the maximum sentence for wire fraud is 20 years of incarceration, a $250,000 fine, and 3 years on supervised release. Now, they only bagged him for $125,000. Here, the fine is $250,000. That's how they lock you in and say, oh, you ain't got the restitution. So you're going to do 20 years. You can't pay the restitution, so the 3 years on supervised release turn into 10 to 12 years till you pay that restitution back. Yeah. What happened in court? What happened in court? Friday's arraignments were a routine first step in the criminal process. Damn, Philly? Pardon me, y'all. Mass shooting in Philly. Come on, Philly. Now I got a report on that tomorrow, man. Like, come on. Let's continue. One of Brown's attorneys argued that she should be able to travel around the country and to keep her passport for international travel. Along with her job on city council, Brown works for American Airlines and runs a nonprofit that helps people who have been incarcerated, he's noted. Judge says, get the fuck. Judge said, hell no. Surrender her passports. She ain't going nowhere. And then she get out the courtroom and they asking her, well, what do you think about the indictments? I'm still respected. Are you going to resign? Resign? I was elected. They want me. Pure Negro bullshit. Now, instead, right, because the moderates, the people who want you comfortable in your oppression, look at us as radicals. They say, work with the system. So, you know, she's not the only one. You know how many politicians work within the system, melanated politicians, and they do this same bullshit? This is common practice for them. You see old Charlie Rangel? Yes, old Charlie Rangel, we see you. Rest in peace. But you see the shit he was doing? This is consistent in politics. Consistent with elected officials and consistent in the nonprofit world. Okay? The CBOs and all that. The slick nigga shit. And when they want to get you, all they're going to do is audit your organization and your ass is going to go down. So all of the work that you said you was doing or had the potential to do, you didn't do. Because you got fly with the bullshit. So now you done jammed your daughters in this shit. So I want to see how fly you are 6 months in, a month in to that sentence. Yeah, because you was having a good old time. You was balling. I see your IG, Miss Brown. Councilperson Brown. You was that chick. Yeah, you brought that Meg Thee Stallion, Nikki shit to the Charlotte Council chambers. Yeah, heel toes and shit. You know the heel toes? You know the heel toes brothers, right? When we see them, we like, oh, she got on the heel toes. You know, toes out, heels out and shit. Yeah, looking fly. Yeah, we see you. Oh, she got, oh, shorty brave. She got heel toes. Her shit is nice. Yeah, running around instead of doing what need to be done. You politicking. Playing with the bag. Yeah, now you getting ready to go up in there with Ethel, Bertha, and all them. Yeah, you going back to the can. Huh? What's the IG, Bernie? The IG is her name. Damn it. Oh, Bernie, you got me looking for a damn name. Tia, what? What's her name? Tijuana, Tijuana Brown. It's going to come right up. City Council, damn it, Charlotte. She balling. Ass out, all that. Yeah. But this is who we send to politics, just like the Jasmine Crockett chick. Yeah, she going to go down. Because you're not serious about the work. They're not. They just want to be where Whitey at. That's what they want to do. They want to be where Whitey is. They want the Ofay position. They don't have no complaints. They're not looking to be free. They don't want liberation. No. They comfortable and they want to be more comfortable in their oppression. They don't care about you. They don't care about Charlotte and none of that. No, they want to look cute. In politics, in the black church, these are ways for the slick to get up in there. I see it all the time. All the time. So yeah, we're going to see what's going down. She's a clucker. We're going to check it out. The clucker convict from Charlotte. Going down. Playing in the Ofay world. You confident though, boo. I seen you stepping out of that courtroom. Yeah. You stepped out of that shit like John Gotti. Pearls on and shit. Yeah. It's funny, right? Yeah. So we gonna giggle our ass off too. Don't get convicted. Don't get convicted. You gonna be right back in class. And I'm gonna giggle my ass off. Wasted potential. Had the ability, the position, and the resource to really do some good. Yeah. Hope your daughters could fight. Yeah. Y'all going to jail, damn it. Yeah. Now, for what most of y'all been waiting for, the last aim of the night. The last aim of the night. And again, be in your feelings if you want to. But do your homework first. Before you get triggered, don't use your brain and do some dumb shit that's going to cause you and your family years of grief. Okay? New York gangs. New York street organizations, whatever you want to call y'all dudes now. I don't give a damn. Y'all going to jail. Yeah. This is going to be the summer when a lot of y'all going to hit the big yard. Yeah. Do you hear me? Y'all going to jail. Because y'all the dumbest asses I ever seen. And it makes no sense. Y'all going to jail. If you 18 and younger, get out of it now. If you are and have been in my class for some time now and you are of age and you have a nephew, a cousin, a brother, you understand? Or a sister, I'd advise you to get them up out of it before they cause your heart to hurt. Because they're going to jail. I can guarantee you that. After this shit that we just seen, they're going to jail. Eric Brown, much appreciation for the super chat. I don't know who decided. Because again, I'm not in their world. Want no parts of it. Well informed about it. And know the best of the best originators of it. Well. But I don't know who made this call. But I was going to give it to just the Bronx. Because initially, that's all I saw until I started going and looking deeper and deeper into the video. And saw that this was a multi-borough event. Okay? East New York, too. I told you, everybody in the East is not thorough. Everybody in the East ain't official. So I was going to give it to the Bronx. But somebody made a call and allowed Adam 22 safe passage to play in New York City streets. Initially, it was just the Bronx. However, I seen video of him and BK. Oh, yeah. And I said, wow. These little niggas done bumped their head. This Ofay, this dirty crack, this nasty, this weak individual who allows his wife to get dug out. This bad, y'all allow him to walk through the boroughs of NYC with gang members? Y'all have absolutely zero credibility. Gone. Gone. Now, after watching Sinners, but definitely knowing, because I already said this before. I said this very streets that we walk on, that are named for these Ofays, are in their essence, in their spirit. Skank, No String. You understand what I'm saying? Berryman, Van Sicklen. These is Ofays. These is plantation owners. These are people who bled our people. And in that energy and in that essence, we still walk on these streets. You go into school, Samuel J. Tilden, Thomas Jefferson. These are spirits. They're doing work. They're cooking. Just by us being in it. So when I said all of this shit has to change, we walk in that. Libraries, museum district. Why you think those names are on there? To consistently keep you in a space of where they're working on you. So when you let this rat, who the FBI already said that they utilize his information, where he just said weeks ago that the FBI visited him, questioned him. Y'all let this nigga walk through New York. Y'all post and take pics and drink liquor behind this crack. Y'all serious? But I want y'all to notice something before y'all get y'all little drawers in a bunch. It's only the majority of them are industry dudes. Dudes is trying to get in the industry. So, just like I just put y'all on, if your nephew, your cousin, your little brother, your uncle, because I've seen a couple of grandfathers out there too, is still in the rap world trying to get into the rap industry and gang affiliated, get what y'all can get from them now because they're going to jail. So if you a little clucker, if you got a seed by one of these individuals, or if you a city worker chick, I don't know, and you are loving on one of these dudes and he giving you a couple of $100 a week and all that from this little street money or his interactions, whatever the hell they doing, stack it up because they're going to jail. Don't say nobody didn't tell you, because everybody around that little picture, everybody in that video, the majority of them work with law enforcement. Their phones go directly to law enforcement. So New York gangs, y'all finished. See, y'all not hip to the technology. Y'all think that it's just the phone I got homies right now that's sitting on the island now, caught up in somebody else's indictment. They was following somebody else for 2 years, got my homies trapped up in it because they wanted to step their ass back in the street. And they know all the phones. This is technology. All the phones. Go right to the feds. Once you step up in. So when Adam has your number in his phone, when y'all calling back and forth, when y'all all in areas and it's all pinging, him just being in the area, in a building with you, in a cab with you, you in his hotel room, and your phone ping, dumbass. Y'all know y'all going to jail? Y'all do know that, right? Maino, Bobby, Graf, all that. Yeah, he out here. Yeah, we out here. Yeah, all that. Yeah, facts, yeah, red bags. Yeah. I'm telling y'all little youngins, y'all need to get the fuck away from them dudes because you're going to jail. Now, if you don't mind, so be it. If your little brains cannot comprehend the play, so be it. You'll figure it out on your 5th year after you get sentenced to, 400 months. That damn, yeah? That dude on YouTube told us this shit. Now, I'm trying to figure out why dudes is posting in the pic, but trying to be way off to the side. Like we don't see you. Seen you, Maino. We saw you. You was there with them. Oh, yeah. Numerous tracking devices is out there. Yes, sir, Andrea. Yes. Oh, yeah. So all of them that was there, and I'm like, y'all know better. And if y'all know better and not doing better, that means y'all in compliance and in cooperation with the work. But I just want to tell y'all young dudes, because I told y'all, invite y'all youngins. If you care about them, give them this portion of the video. They don't have to see all the rest of it. Maybe that's not their cup of tea. Maybe they don't care about anger management. Maybe they don't care about being safe in the streets. Maybe they don't care about the politics and how 501c3s, and maybe they don't care about none of that. But this is for them. This is for these little dudes that spin. They spin the block, they're active. These are the ones who I see on the corners 20, 30 deep every day. Smoking bullshit, eating chopped cheese and shit. They dirty ass boxer briefs showing. This is for them. If y'all love them, make sure they get this. Okay? Because they going to jail. And see, my generation didn't do that. Nah, man. My OGs, the older guards said, here you go. Here go your lessons. Get knowledge yourself. Now, if you get knowledge yourself and you live by that and you walk it, cool. If you go disaccording to it and you want to be in them streets, hands off. You're going to be on your own. Our music told us, yo, this is where we at with it. They made every effort to keep us from it. But if we went in that direction, that's it. The ones who was there armed us up. I'm telling y'all right now, leave it alone. Leave it alone. You're going to jail and be finished. You can sit in there for 20, 30, 40 years and they'll find a way to finish you, or you'll finish yourself. Or you're going to get finished right in the streets real quick. You ain't making it past the summer. Because these dudes is telling. Let's go back a couple of years. I'm going to go back a couple of years. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has blamed the drill rap genre for contributing to the city's sharp uptick in violence this year. And And late Tuesday night, he met with some of those rappers to talk about solutions to the problem. Adams previously said he wanted to meet with prominent drill rappers to talk about the gun violence on the city streets. Through last Sunday, clappings year to date were up 37% versus the same period in 2021. An average of nearly 4 people clapped every day. A video posted on Instagram by the Brooklyn rapper Maino shows the mayor in a city hall office gathered with more than a dozen other men. Maino indicated it was being recorded at 11:30 p.m. Tuesday with the mayor, a cop. Okay, a mayor, a cop. This is 2021. Maino. What was the solution? Now I'm looking, how many of them dudes are still there? How many of them provided a solution? All right? Let's continue. There's been a lot of talk about drill rap, drill music in New York City, connecting violence with the culture, and I just wanted to create a conversation with the mayor. This is what your man said. Maino. Artists including Fabio Foreign, B. Lovey, CEO Slow, Bucksy Luciano, and Bliz joined the meeting as well. Are they still home? Somebody let me know. Are they still home? Okay, because I can show you. And we're going to get to it. He says he believes drill music, a subgenre of rap, is contributing to clapping deaths and gang activity with teens and young adults. In recent weeks, 2 drill artists were unalived in Brooklyn. Brooklyn rapper Maino chimed in on a conversation to discuss his recent sit-down with the mayor and local drill artists. For me, it was important to put together the meeting because, if you're going to talk about the violence in drill music, then you have to have drill music artists in the discussion, Maino explained. The rapper said he had to break down what drill music is, calling it a sound, not an action. He said apps are making it easier for drill artists to have back and forth hostile disagreements. He said that most of the teens involved in drill music have been in gangs and involved in violence before the music. This is what the meeting said. Now, in 2024, Maino put out an album still talking about it with who? Who? With purple blouse wearing Jimmy Jones. Still throwing red flags up in the air, still wailing, still talking about active and action and drinking and this and that. Lobby boys. This is where they went with it. After, 2-3 years after the meeting. But directly after the meeting, and since that meeting, December 2022, 11 men from the Wash Gang in the Bronx indicted. November 2022, 32 members of 2 rival Wu and Cho gangs in Brooklyn indicted. May 2022, 23 members, Bronx River Park indicted. 2024, 11 members of the Stain Gang, Brooklyn. 2024, 18 members of the 208 block, or 8 members of 6 block, and 4 members of OED in the BX. In December 2024, whole block boys. Scoring anything. This is 8 Trey. Queens. Gone. Yeah. Yeah, after that meeting, right? February 25th, just recently, 11 members, 5-9 Brems in Brooklyn. May 2025, Fever. Yeah. 3 members in the Bronx. And they got the federal indictment. 2025, 800 YGs in the BX, 14 members. After the meeting with Maino. And now he's standing out there with Adam 22. And y'all think y'all gonna have a good summer? Y'all think y'all gonna have a good summer? You bring arguably the top agent at Ofay. Y'all walk him through the P's in the Bronx? Really? Bobby Smurder, you bring him to Brooklyn and drink behind him? You look close, his lips touched the bottle. Yours did too. All that. Really? That's where we at? What is the purpose? No, for real, for real. What is the purpose? Because there's absolutely no excuse. You may try to have a reason. There's no excuse for that Ofay to be anywhere in the boroughs. Arguably, a FBI informant. Y'all bring him to the town and nobody say nothing? No, because I waited. Oh, yeah, I waited all weekend. It's trying to, like, hold, what? This is how we giving up New York City? Now, again, I thought it was just the BX, but I seen a couple of East New York niggas in there that got ran out of the East. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm serious. I only see one way that goes. That y'all are in cooperation. So the youngins, and I'm telling y'all right now, y'all youngins need to get the away from them dudes, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, y'all little dudes ain't gonna be nothing but the next phase of what they using to dangle in front of you. Y'all think y'all gonna get lit on social media by having that Ofay come through the town? He don't give a damn about y'all. He's coming to collect data. Then you hear him ask Bobby Smurder, where y'all push the cracks at? Huh? Where's the trap? Y'all gonna take me to an actual trap? Y'all think this is play? Y'all think this is just for social media? You think it's a game? Y'all just walked again from sinners. Y'all just invited the demon into your living space. Y'all walked the demon in. Y'all invited the demon in. So the demon is going to do what the demon is supposed to do. So, listen up to all you square dudes that's in college, right? That got a little job, 2 jobs. Y'all may work at Amazon, then y'all picking up a few hours at Target. Y'all getting y'all little money. Y'all dudes working in Foot Locker and all that. Yo, be prepared, because by the end of the summer, it's going to be mad baby mamas out here. A whole lot of them. Yeah. Y'all going to have a good time. Make sure y'all got y'all little $40 to get their nails done and get them little chicken wings and all that. It's going to be mad tail out here for y'all working dudes. Because all these dudes going to jail. So, yeah, man. Yeah, make sure y'all social media is filled with gang member chicks. Y'all gonna have the time, man. Y'all gonna have the time of y'all lives for the next few years. Cause they gone. Yeah. Y'all ain't gotta say nothing to them bros. Y'all, I know y'all like them little bros, but y'all scared because y'all see they little boy wilding. Y'all see they kid's father wilding. He dripping, he bleeding, he got this thing that they throwing it up. Y'all ain't gotta say nothing to her now. He going to jail soon as he gets swept up. That's your opportunity. Give it 60 days so you can take her to the clinic and all that. Y'all gonna be living it up. Yeah. Yeah, because they going to jail for real. These the dumbest dudes I ever seen. And they getting influenced by these old bastards. Yeah. Rap industry dudes. Man. Graph? Like I said, this was multi-borough. I'm like, okay, Bronx? Bronx would do whatever for some chips. Straight like that. They don't care. Harlem? Brooklyn? Like, really? Y'all did that for Graph? Graph, you know better. You stood shoulder to shoulder with this dude. Now, always heard decent things about him. Always heard decent things about him. Marsha, you already know. I always heard great things about him. I thought it was official. See, because I knew of him. I don't know Graph. I knew of him because I was with Black Just for a year. The year before, you know, he was unalived. So I knew about him, Black Hand. I heard everything, the business plan, all that. So thinking he's official. He's decent. He got an upbringing that know better. I mean, Chaz came through Man Up. We trained them in anti-gun violence work and Operation Ceasefire and all that. Yeah. Yeah, so I know he know better. And I also seen Chaz on Vlad, so I don't know. But what I do know is that nobody in their common sense mind would be standing next to this Ofay, who's damn near Roy G. Biv. Y'all talking about the Puster work. Adam work is way worse. You talking about the Puster taking male fluids and rubbing it on him. Adam take this shit to his throat. And you gonna stand next to him? Y'all gonna walk this dude through the boroughs? Seriously? So yeah, I know of him. Like I knew of many others. Okay? I spoke to Black Just every night. All day and every night. Made sure that since we were both Johnsons, that we was right across each other's cell. I know when he was stressed. I know when kind of demons he had. So I know everything about him. Right? I was in there with the officials. We wasn't playing. We ran NC95 together. Me, Black Just, Drac from Cyprus, World, Porfirio from Bushwick. Together all the time. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. So I know Graf know better. What are y'all doing? This dude jacket is a mess. Picture him in the feds. Picture him in a state facility. His jacket alone will get his head knocked off. And y'all walk, y'all stand, y'all posting, y'all in the city in New York, and you wonder why. Dudes in other cities is like, man, it's New York, niggas. This is where it is. This is where it is. Just ain't tell me no shit like that. Black Just ain't never tell me no shit like that. Never. And he was good dude, solid. Solid. I don't know. I said, it's a lot of things being excused in these streets. A lot of things being excused on social media. But when you allow that shit to move like that, when there's no structure, no code, I'm telling y'all, there's a lot of them going to jail. And I'm telling y'all that's not involved, stay like that. Don't have no conversations with these dudes on your phones. All right? Get these dudes out of your house. If they want to be involved in that shit, they can't stay with y'all. It's that serious. Because when them feds come, they disrupting everything. Everything is turned upside down. So if you don't have no parts of it, get it away from you before the summer comes. You see a symbolism in everything they do. He made sure he did this shit Memorial Day weekend. Fleet Week. Boy, y'all ain't see the movie, huh? Y'all don't watch, huh? Right? Y'all don't pick up on the gematria and all that. Y'all think people that's coming to inform you on social media just doing it to do it. Until your ass is in that federal indictment looking crazy like what happened. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all let the devil in. It's funny. So I got a question. Either that's done and y'all don't care because y'all working with it, or y'all ignorant. Y'all don't know. And nah, y'all too smart to know that. You're too smart to know that. I said I come from good stock and deal with individuals who really was in that and about that action. Yeah. Yeah. They don't. No, see, everybody, Mellow, think they can be a 6'9". They think they could be a snitch 9 and wiggle their way up out by telling on somebody else. But no. The way this goes down, they making sure that it's nice and solid. Because they don't need specific individuals in the street when they ready to put people back up on them plantations. They don't need those dudes who got the gumption to bust back. So they're going to sweep all these stupid ass dudes up. And those who have, good organs, they're going to make sure they get rid of them. This is what it's about. These are all plays. This is not nothing no conspiracy. This ain't nothing people dreaming up. You watching this shit. The man himself told you the feds came to me. They just what Adam said. The feds came to me to talk to me about my information on what I got on Big U. The feds come see you. They consistently come see you. Consistently. Y'all stupid or something? Y'all didn't watch the other movie. Y'all didn't, huh? Y'all let this man get all type of Oscars and shit for the Fred Hampton joint. And y'all didn't see Wild Bill consistently. Wasn't no one time the Fed come. You working. We come all the time and you want to do what the hell I tell you to do. Adam is a white man. That's coming from one of the most seedy industries, the porn industry. He's a rat. He gives them information in his sleep. And y'all bring them through active communities? Y'all got to be the dumbest people in the world. Or you don't care. You're fishing. You're going to be feeders for that jail system. I'm telling y'all, if you're in a gang, get your ass out of it. Especially in New York City. Because these dudes is lining you up. Don't say nobody never told you. Don't say it. Because I'm telling you. And I'm telling you not to scare you, just to give you matter-of-fact information. You never. This ain't the fucking Warriors. The hell all y'all doing grouped up? Walking through. Y'all serious? You done pinged every one of y'all phones. Y'all let the devil in. I'm telling you, y'all working dudes gonna be it. Shit. Y'all think it's a shortage now? Wait till about the 4th of July. Ooh. Streets is gonna be empty. I'm telling you. Y'all gonna have y'all pick of the baby mamas. Boy, they gonna be starving. They gonna be trying to get that Labor Day outfit. Y'all working dudes is right there. And she ain't gonna give a damn. Cause when them indictments come down, oh man. Oh man, them niggas be looking at 40, 50 years. You like, you gonna look at Shorty? And they got these little 3-year-old, 4-year-olds out here. You gonna look at him and say, yo, Shorty, your pops ain't coming home till you a grandfather. You ain't got nothing to worry about working, dude. Work them baby mamas. Tear they at. That's you. That's you, son. He ain't wanna. Trained her up. Yeah. That's you. Working dude. Yeah. Yeah, you about to be all that. Yeah. Yeah. Because these niggas is stupid. Telling you. Don't argue, don't beef, don't be sliding in no DMs, don't do none of that. Wait till these dudes go to jail. Yeah. I'm telling you, because they're not going to regular jail. Ain't gonna be that Terry Hut and Sandstone and all. Nah, these niggas gonna go to some other shit. They ain't sending these dudes to Guatemala, Nicaragua. They out of here. They ganged up. Oh, they getting them out of here. So you be chilling. She can't go see him or nothing. Nothing. Just chill. Just chill. Get your little ones up. Get your hours in. Make sure they give you extra hours at Foot Locker and shit or wherever you working. You know. Five below, all that. Little Amazon money. You gonna be making movies working, dude. Yeah. You gonna be that dude. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you. Watch. Watch. I ain't gotta get in no confrontation with these dudes, nothing. Matter of fact, stop being wherever they at. Yeah. Stop being where they, let them be where they at. Let them group up and do what they do. Yeah, because they're going to all get told on. Because they got dudes around them that's telling on themselves. That's attached to a lot of shit. Yeah. They got nonprofits. They got ties with the mayors. They got ties with the council people. These are law enforcement people. They meet with DAs and high-level police every week. And y'all think they're not going to tell on y'all gang dudes? Y'all really believe that shit? You think that because you talk to this dude that they going to make sure your record get played or some old weird shit? Nah. They wait until you get nice and fat. Get a nice thick indictment. Y'all got to give them 20 years or better because that's how they work. They don't want none of y'all gang dudes that just coming in and ain't got no work. They going to wait till you got a couple of, what do you call them shit? Hats. Y'all like that shit, right? Yeah, they going to wait till they know. They going to ear hustle. They going to know your phones is intertwined. As soon as you got a couple of them hats, you out of here. That's how it work. Because see, when we was all together, all them, when it was me, Black Just, Porfirio, Drac, World. Porfirio is a solid dude out of Bushwick. Never seen nothing in all of my years like him. Never seen nobody bid like him. He had a visit with his wife and his kids. And then the next visit, whether it be we was up north and whether it was the next 2 days or so, or whether we was on the island and was the next time, one visit for his wife and family, the next visit was his team. 3 dudes used to come through. And I was with Porfirio, man, let me see, 90, for about 4 years. We was up north together and we came down on the island together for my appeal. He came down after me for some other case. Same pattern. His wife and him, his mans. You don't see that. Man's never missed a beat. Every week these 3 dudes is there. I was like, yo, what's up with, my team is strong, but they nervous. We all nervous because it's another member. And we don't know if he gonna tell. He in the feds. But they was strong. Came down with the Rolex. I said, son, put that shit up. Send that shit home. Why? Nah, son, we in C95. You strong, I know what you do. But I'm telling you, these dudes gonna try it. And we trying to get to the town. Send that Rolly home, man. There ain't nobody. We know everybody know you about that. Might know you do what you do in here and in the street, but it ain't worth it. Send it home. Man, me and World convinced me, yo, send that home, man. We spend the yard all the time. We see World all the time. Every day. That's what we move with. spinning, walking, talking. So again, I know Graf no better. Again, I know Maino no better. You understand? Like just told me what he needed to tell me about that and made sure I had his information when he left. And when he left, that's when that happened. I'm telling you, man, these dudes in New York City is out of order. And they think nobody's watching. I'm telling y'all, get away from them dudes, man. Stay away from these New York rap dudes. Stay away from these New York rap gang dudes. Get y'all ass a life, man. I'm telling you. They got plenty of room, and plenty of time to give out. That's all I got to say on it. And if nobody else say shit, that's on them. Because a lot of dudes who are affiliated, who are in them lives and in them organizations should have called them dudes out on it. And ain't nobody said shit. And on that note, man, it's almost 1 o'clock. You know what we got to do. Everybody got to start their week off right. Yeah, y'all got to get y'all asses back to work. Okay? But make sure you get back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Cop eyes, y'all. Okay? Eyes up. Remain militant. Remember, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. I'm telling you, I'm coming to inform, to educate in order to build a righteous nation. Militancy. We can't slip. There's absolutely no slipping involved. Because this is it. This is life or death. And that's for real. Now, y'all could pop that Captain Ibrahim Traore shit and all that. Y'all could pop that. We way decades off from that shit. When you have your supposed soldiers walking known Ofay rats through y'all hoods, y'all far off from that. Y'all ain't nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. That's who's supposed to be transforming the society. That's who's supposed to be transforming the behaviors. You build your militancy from the prisons and from the street. Malcolm was from the street and the prisons and turned into that prince. You understand? Huey. You understand George Jackson? These is individuals. They would never have no Ofay rat running around. You serious? So when we allowing that, and people could shrug their shoulders at that, you ain't ready for no brick shit. You ain't ready for no Burkina Faso type shit. You can kick that. Come on, man. Y'all far from that. Y'all letting druggies, sus boys, purple blouse wearing boys, boys who can't even have a decent broad around them. They getting hauled out by their broads. Chrissy and this and that. They can't even check their broads. But they ready to send y'all kids out? Nah, y'all far from that. Y'all need to be in class more often. Y'all need very, very intense learning. Y'all ain't nowhere near that shit. I'm definitely serious about that. Y'all ain't nowhere. Y'all not ready for that at all. At all. You allow too much bullshit. You allow the weak shit. That's weak. That's weak. That ain't that. I could see if y'all was walking Trump through. I could see if y'all let the worst of the worst Ofay. That Ofay? Him? Why you think he around y'all? Because don't no white man respect him. They don't want his money, nothing. So he come with y'all. He come over there. You understand why them two is there? You think Vlad and Adam is there? The white men don't respect them. No real white men respect them. And y'all drinking and partying and kikiing and shucking with that bastard. And y'all tough? Yeah, okay. Okay. We'll see how this play out. Telling y'all young dudes, I'm hipping y'all working dudes. Y'all want that little fast ass, thick little, baby mama from one of them gang dudes? Just wait. Oh, just wait. He gonna be on an indictment real soon. Yeah. 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 They gonna be on somebody paperwork real soon. I'm telling you. Watch they face when they ace. Then y'all could come back to the channel and be like, damn, Bliz, you was right. Man, that little light-skinned girl with that big butt that was with that gang dude. Yeah, man, I'm knocking that down. See, I told you. All you gotta do is wait. Yeah. Yeah, because he dumb, ignorant, and he gonna go to jail. I told y'all. Yeah. All right? So again, my paperwork is good. Always good. So peace to Ja out there. Yeah, Long Island, Strong Island. Peace, Ja. I need some more. I'm working through these. Okay? All my truckers, get to your destination safe. And then get back safe and stay away from them rest stop dots. All my educators, keep educating. But educate with a purpose, African-centered. All right? My working people, keep working. But pull out. Pull out. Pull out of their banks, pull out of their institutions, pull out of their thought. And believe in yourself. You got the intuition, I'm telling you. Don't invite these devils into your spaces. Y'all seen the movie. Y'all told me to watch the movie, right? I'm saying I saw it. I saw it. But a lot of y'all be inviting them devils in. Y'all do. Y'all invite them vampires in. Y'all let them in your head. Y'all let them in your soul. I don't care nothing about them Ofays. I've been dragging them down the steps. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, almighty salute. Okay? On my classroom assistants, much appreciated to those who funded the war effort. To those who didn't, I know what's good. I know where y'all at. I know why y'all here. Any new subscribers, much appreciation. This is how we doing this class. It's nation building. That's it. We ain't got time for the old bullshit. Old rhetoric is gone. We got to deal with actual facts right now. All that old shit is out of here. Okay? See, Blade, we see you. Marshy, we see you. Cookie, we see you. We see you. H. Rap Brown, that's right, Peter. Free rap. Yeah, go get him. We see you. All right? And until then, again, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. You can do it. Stay focused, clear head. Take 3 seconds. Calm down. Think about anything that you're going to say or do. Anything. And I'll see y'all soon. 55, gang. Get y'all grades up.